Hi friends.
नमस्ते दोस्तों।
वापस आना पर स्वागत है। Welcome back.
और अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हैं, पहली बार हमारी वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो स्वागत है।
If you are new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified each time we upload. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. Chalo. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the How Well Does My Partner Know Me challenge, husband and wife edition. So we can go ahead and get started with the questions. Whoever has the most questions answered correctly is the winner, and the other one gets pied in the face with whipped cream. We have 20 questions. I'm going to answer what I think his answer is, and he's going to answer what he thinks mine is. And then at the end, we'll tally it up, and whoever has the most points is the winner, and whoever has the least points gets pied, which is going to be him. It's going to be him, right, baby?
The winner, yeah.
Anyway, okay. So question number 1. What's your least favorite food or drink? I think, did you do food, baby, or drink?
I did drink.
Okay, drink. What's his least favorite? I think his least favorite drink would be, baby, you remember that time we went to Asheville and you had this sake stuff? And he said it was just like so nasty. I think it's sake.
Yeah, that specific one was very, very nasty. And remember, you had a different flavored one which was not as bad. So I would not say sake in general is bad, but the one that I had was...
Okay, so that was my answer.
It smelled like rotten fish or something.
Okay.
So I would say about you,
Don't look at my paper.
there are a bunch of things like you don't like okra at all. You don't like anything with milk. You don't like mushrooms. It could be any of them.
Okay, so then which one did I put on this paper, though?
I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you all 3 that you hate.
Guys, should we give him that? Should we give that to him, guys? If we should give this point to him, if he got one of those right, give a thumbs up, okay? Okay. I'll give that to you, baby. You get 1 point.
Because I told more than one thing. I'm sure.
I put down mushrooms, but I don't too much care. But milk would. I don't too much care for milk, but milk really wouldn't be a thing anymore because I love raita.
No, but you get pukish when you try to have milk.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink just like milk, like, oh, let me get some milk. I'm not gonna do that. Question number 2. Is he good at any sport? I would say, yes, he is good at a sport.
And I would say, no, you're not good at any sport.
Okay, you got that right. And I know, did I get mine right?
Oh, I thought we were supposed to be telling us what sport.
Sport that he's good at is cricket.
Yeah, I have cricket or table tennis.
You think he's good at table tennis? He really not. I'm just kidding. Did you put a tick mark on your paper for me? Because don't be trying to cheat me. My point.
Wait, we'll score it here, no?
Hey, we just gotta put a tick. Favorite sports team?
For you, it's Eagles.
Specifically, it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
They are an American football team. That is my family's team. We all have jerseys.
So I'm right. In short, I'm right.
Okay, and his favorite team, he likes to watch cricket, so then it will be India. India would be the favorite.
I exactly don't even cricket team.
Yeah, so I got it right. Give me my point. Give me my point.
You got lucky this time.
Okay. All right. Question number 4. Is our married life the same while going through COVID-19?
No.
I would say no too. I think he would say no. I think he would say no. And the reason why I think his answer would be no is because before COVID, we did a lot of traveling, a lot of hiking, and things of that nature. So, yeah. So, why do you think did you put why?
No, I did not put why, but yeah, I mean, we are not able to spend as much time together as we were able to, like, get homebound most of the time, so it gets boring after a while.
It's only but so many movies you can watch. Okay. Question number 5 is
favorite date together.
What is the favorite date we had together? I think the favorite date we had together for him, I think what he thinks is our first date. And what do you think? Wait a minute, first, am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. So and I think for you it would be your birthday, when we started the day with cutting the cake and then we went on.
Talking about the first birthday we spent together, 2019?
Your birthday.
Yeah, okay. No, that was a great time. It really was. It was awesome. He made me feel very special on that day. He was like, let's go do this for your birthday. But first, we have to cut a cake. We have to cut a cake. So, yeah, he got me a cake. Actually, we had 2 cakes. No. We only had 1 cake. We only had 1 cake, but we had some chocolate-covered strawberries. Yeah. That's the biggest.
But what is the favorite?
My favorite date that we had was the balcony date. Which we had that before we were married, right?
No, that was right after.
Okay, right after we were married. I did like this surprise balcony date thing where, I don't know, if you guys go look at the videos or maybe one of the shorts, you can kind of see it. It's like a darker video. And I put like light strings around the balcony, and it was in the summertime, so the temperature outside was great. And I had like candles everywhere, rose petals, and you know, it was really nice. We sat outside, listened to some music and just talked. It was very intimate. It was a very close bonding moment. So that was one of my first favorite dates that we had. So nobody gets a point.
For me, the most favorite one was that exact place we had sake at. It was the worst sake, but we were laughing so much. If you remember.
Yeah, I do. And that was a Thai place, huh? That was a Thai restaurant.
It was an Asian fusion place for sure.
And the food was pretty good. The food was good, but just not the sake.
Food was amazing.
So question number 6 is 1 meal he could eat every day. And he will be answering for me. So 1 meal that he thinks I could eat every day. So to answer for him, 1 meal that I think he could eat every day, American and Indian food, would be, Indian food, I think 1 meal that he could eat every day would be chole bhature. And American food, I think he could eat every day would be soul food, house of prayer to be exact. Which is like whatever meat.
Yeah, soul food is pretty good and I love it. But I feel that rotel dip and...
You like the rotel dip?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so do I get a point, a half a point?
You get a point, definitely. I mean, because this question had 2 parts, so you get a point.
Okay.
And then I think for you, for Indian food, I'm very sure what you like.
Which is?
Paneer butter masala.
Why you had to say it like this? Yes, paneer butter masala would be. And what about for American food?
So for American food, I feel it has to be something sweet. Probably pancakes.
I do love pancakes. Pancakes do make me very happy. But no, not pancakes. Food-wise, it would have to be soul food. I love soul food. And if you guys are
yams, candied yams.
Just the whole dish in itself. So, what soul food consists of? It consists of a meat, any type of meat. Of course, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, but everything else I indulge on. Okay, the baked macaroni and cheese, the potato salad, the collard greens or whatever greens, candied yams. Yams is a sweet potato, if you're not aware. And collard greens or cabbage or something like that. Rice and gravy. The list can go on. It's a lot of dishes that is consistent of soul food. But when I think of soul food, those are the main things I think about. Yes. All right. So I will give you a point.
Well, I've already given myself a point.
Okay. All right, so.
Why are you looking at my answers?
I'm not looking at your answers. All right, so question number 7. If we're watching TV,
Maybe.
what am I most likely watching? What do you think? What am I most likely?
Horror movie.
Okay, he says horror movie, and I'm gonna say.
Or you pimple watching. Popping videos.
Okay, I'll give you a point for that because the answer is YouTube videos. I like watching pimple popping videos. I'm addicted to those actually.
But that's not something you'd watch on a TV, I feel. Like,
yeah, I normally watch that on my phone.
Exactly.
But, well, you said it. I mean, do you not want the point or do you?
gosh, I want an extra point because
No.
I answered both incorrect.
No. And then so the answer that I put though is horror movies or chick flicks. So like the romance type situation. So you do get a point. And I think what he would be watching is he loves watching the Hindi comedy or Hindi like the Hindi TV shows.
So just because I've written 2 answers, you get a point. I have written a stand-up or a documentary.
Okay. Give me my point. I gave you your point because I wrote more than one answer too. All right, question number 8. If I were a collector, what would I collect? I think he would collect perfume, cologne. Boys do it.
I don't know. I was not able to think of any materialistic thing to collect. And what I wrote in reality is, hypothetically, if I can do that, I would be collecting the moments that I could relive again in reality.
He's so philosophical. That's a great answer, babe.
But, so you don't get a point. That's the main part. But I feel you could collect a lot of things, like I already said. It could be clothes, handbags.
Okay. So, yeah, purses. Just so you get a point.
Yeah, I'm winning.
Okay, don't worry about it. Where did we go on our first trip?
Asheville. Charleston.
I don't know. Only one. So.
It was your birthday for Charleston? Or was it a hiking trip to Asheville?
I don't know.
It is one of those. I'm just not able to.
Okay, which one is it? Countdown, guys. 5 seconds on the clock. 5.
Asheville.
4.
Asheville.
It was Asheville.
Oh, it was a close call. I'm still winning, just letting you know.
Anyway, where did we go on our first date?
It was a Mexican restaurant, and that's where we went.
Yes, it was a Mexican restaurant. It was in Charlotte. What is the weirdest habit that I have? Well, the weirdest habit that I think he has is, you can go first, baby, because I'm trying to think.
I think to me, I don't know if you feel the same way about it, but to me, your weirdest habit is do it for the people.
So I have allergies, and the state that we're in is South Carolina, and so pollen is like around a lot, right? And so sometimes it's like my ears itch, my nose itch, my eyes itch, and my throat itch all at the same time, and you're not quite sure where it's located. So I do like this thing like this. And I think your weirdest habit that you have is
But what have you written that? That's your weirdest habit according to you?
No, that is not my weirdest habit that I wrote down. My weirdest habit is that I can't eat anything, drink anything, or do anything until I brush my teeth when I wake up.
Okay. So I don't get a point. But so
and I think your weirdest habit is, you do like this. When he do this thing.
No, I feel, to me, my weirdest habit is when I go loud.
That's nasty. Okay, so no point for nobody. All right. 2 things I'm really good at.
Yeah, you think you're good at one is planning? and you feel you're a really good planner, and you could. And the other thing, I feel you think that you're really good at multitasking. But that's not, none of them is true. She thinks.
Yes, it is. It is true.
Do I get a point?
You get a half a point.
So, a point. And tell me now, your turn.
Your thing that you think you're good at, he thinks he's good at everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah.
It's so difficult to choose to.
But, he thinks he's good at time management and budgeting. Money budgeting.
I mean, that is there too, but I feel, you don't get the point because I wrote cooking and I'm good at math.
Okay. All right. That's
so I'm winning with 2 points now. 2 points.
Favorite restaurant?
So you, I feel, any sushi place, sushi.
That ain't what I put down.
What did you put down?
Saffron. Greenville.
The green
yeah.
one? That's your favorite one?
Yeah, I love them.
I mean, I do not blame you. They were really good, but I do not know that they're your favorite restaurant of all food types.
I do like sushi too, but that's not what I was thinking about. I honestly didn't think about sushi at all. Your favorite restaurant would be... I'm not looking at you. Any all-you-can-eat restaurant.
Where?
Any all-you-can-eat restaurant.
No, just because I eat adventure. Edit that.
Okay. Nope.
The answer is Fuji or halal food cart.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Fuji. That is your favorite. Okay. I didn't, because I was thinking about myself, I didn't write down for you, so that's why. Guys, it look like I'm getting tired today. Okay, question 14.
Is road trip that you think I won't take? What do you think I've written?
I think he has written that if we were to pick a road trip, the road trip that he would want to pick would be the scenic route to the mountains.
What place?
Tennessee, Virginia, Colorado. That's the place.
Yeah, because I've been to other states. So you are, I mean, I don't know, you should get like half a point, but there's no...
I should get a whole point. I told you how we're going to get there. He want to take the scenic route. I told you where it's going to be, to the mountains. I knew all of that. And I gave you the state. That's the whole point. Maybe 2.
You should. I don't know. So, I think a road trip you're talking about here. Although it's really far, but I don't know. I think you want to go to LA now. So what's the road trip that you want to take?
Actually, no, I wouldn't give you a point for that. But I would want to go, what I wrote down was a sunny, warm place with beaches somewhere south. Like, I was thinking in my mind, Florida.
Yeah, going Florida.
I know. Yeah, but that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you from originally? I got this right. Watch this, guys. Watch this. He's from Delhi.
Good. You know, Winnsboro, South Carolina, USA.
Okay. All right. Favorite cake?
I think for you it's the honey bun cake.
Okay, you can get that point. And for him, it's tres leches.
Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't writing down honey bun cake. You see, I was writing down vanilla with chocolate icing, but then when you said honey bun, I'm like, shoot, yes, I love honey bun cake. Honestly speaking, I love everything sweet.
I know.
Mujhe meetha pasand hai. Okay.
I know, baby.
All right. Things I like most about Encore. What do you think I said?
That I'm very patient. That I listen and...
You get a point.
I'm a good listener.
No, I didn't write that part, but I did. I do like. Can you stop looking at him? You see he's cheating.
No, for that specific answer, I'm trying to read.
Okay. Yes, I do like that he is very patient. He's very patient with me.
Without the patience, it won't be possible But
And
yeah.
what I think you like about me is I think that I put in effort to do anything. Like I put in effort to.
Yeah, that is true. You do put in effort. But I have not written that down. What I have written is. So I get a point first of all. What I have written.
You just gave yourself a point.
Because you said
You went to 11.
You just said that I should get a point. But what I've written is that you're very passionate about whatever you do. Or the relationships or things that you do. Or you're emotional as well.
Okay. All right.
So who said I love you first?
He said I love you first.
You said.
He said I love you first.
So there's no correct answer? Nobody should get a point or both of should.
I want a point.
So I want a point too. Oh, this is
Yes.
cheating.
Yes, you. Oh, you.
Because I gave you an extra for no reason.
Okay. All right.
And then travel the most.
Where would we want to travel the most? Where do you think I want to travel to the most?
That's so difficult to guess. Europe?
Europe. That's what you think I want to?
I don't know. One specific place that you want to badly go to next.
You should. You should know too.
India? I don't know.
Well, you gotta give some answer.
Okay, LA.
Okay. And one place I think you would want to travel to is India.
Europe.
I was gonna say Europe. I could have had a point, guys.
None of us have a point. But what did you say though?
India.
So I did get a point.
No.
I said that was the thing.
No, you said you don't know in your final. No, then give me a point.
For what? You got it close. Give me a point.
Baby.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Baby, I don't
The last question.
No, baby.
The last question.
And you still should have known a place. I always say I want to go to Santorini, Greece.
Oh, then I should not get a point. And you should also if I got one. So it's a until most important lesson parents taught.
Okay, most important lesson parents have taught. I don't know. I'm going to get this wrong. Quit looking at my paper because you're a cheater. I think
I'm gonna win even if I don't answer this question. You know this, right? So it's okay.
Guys,
Go
well,
ahead.
let's just say our own. So, because you already won, you got a whole point ahead of me.
Yeah, but still answer this.
I don't know what you would say, baby.
I would say that two things I feel. One is to be self-dependent, to be independent, and the other thing is that I keep saying, if you want to go to heaven, you have to die yourself.
And what I put is, my mom says to give the same respect you would give to the CEO to the janitor. We're all human, and no one is too little to deserve respect. So everyone should get respect. Nobody is underneath or inferior or too superior to not give someone else respect. So he won.
Haha, I always knew that I know you better.
He doesn't.
So like how it was decided.
Baby.
The loser will have their face smashed with some cream, whipped cream. जैसे हमने डिसाइड किया था सामने वाले के मुंह पे क्रीम फेंकी जाएगी. Remove. Let me see your face, baby. Look at the baby. Why are you?
Baby, it's gonna be cold.
It's okay. Baby.
You turned it to
No, but.
Feels in my nose.
It's okay, go wash it.
I can give me a paper towel.
I don't understand how it is going in nose. When you don't have one.
Because I was breathing.
How?
Let me taste it.
Do you have to?
I didn't want you to feel left out, baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
But why did you do it? Because I was only, I won.
Because I didn't want you to feel left out. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.